Let's get back on to another game, and Carlton isn't the only team that's in struggle town right now. So is Geelong and Melbourne, and these two sides meet at GMHBA Stadium on Friday night. They both come into this game having lost their last two games. The heat, Chad, is really on Melbourne at the moment as a football club. We know about their love fest. It's not really working out for them all that well at the moment, but has their premiership window closed completely?
Well, if you ask me personally, I think their premiership window has closed. And what's probably worrying about me the most is that they might have left it a year too late to probably capitalise on some of the guys that they could have traded off. I mean, Josh, you think about the guys that are in, I suppose, their age bracket. You've got Stephen May, 33, Gawn, 33, Viney, 31 next week, and then you've got Petrarca at 29. So they're your midfield unit, and they're obviously ageing. They've been premiership players, but at what point, when you're struggling, do you have to try and capitalise on these stars?
It's an interesting point because they had an opportunity last year with Jack Viney, with Christian Petrarca and with Clayton Oliver, even Keziah Pickett, to move them on and to replenish at the draft. But I have to say, there is so much doom and gloom around Melbourne this week, and for good reason, because of what they've produced to start this year. But their talent, 21 and under, is so good. What they've done at the draft in the last handful of years under Tim Lamb and Jason Taylor has been so impressive. Last year they got Harvey Langford and Xavier Lindsay, both of them are rising star contenders this year. 12 months earlier they got Caleb Windsor, who is already a legit star in this game, and we're going to see him really explode this year. Matt Jefferson's a bit unproven at this point. Colton Thogstrop's a bit unproven at this point. But Jacob Van Rooyen is another one that's proven across the last 24 months that he can be a long-term solution.
But could they have gotten more? I know they've gotten back into the draft and they've got some excellent talent coming through, but could they gotten more if they had traded out some of those players you're talking about, Chad?
Well, and in NBA terms, we call it addition by subtraction. So the teams get better by losing some of their players. So, and in terms of that, what Hawthorn did, they got rid of Jago O'Meara, not got rid of, but they traded him and he got an opportunity. Same as Tom Mitchell. But they traded them when Tom Mitchell was 29 and Jago was 28. But what that allowed was the Will Days, the Jai Newcomb, the James Worpel to get minutes in their midfield. And I suppose you have to trade out these guys at one point, because otherwise you might have a Richmond situation where you lose all these players all at once and then you've got to, I suppose, start from scratch. So at what point do you kind of have that transition?
That's a good point.